I don't want to hear about Lawrence no more. Insecure Season 2, season finale. We are here. We are queer. Well, some of us. I am so excited. I'm glad that we have got the chance to get through these episodes of Insecure. Y'all about to give me a heart attack. So much crazy stuff was going on. Like, I just don't even know where to begin. Stupid decisions. Y'all make stupid decisions. Each character on Insecure makes stupid, illogical decisions. Molly don't know what she wants, but she's seen the big-breasted therapist and she's still confused. Lawrence don't know what he want to do. Anytime Lawrence sees a woman that's cute and not black, he's just ready to wipe them up or lay in the bed with them. Dro don't know what he wants. Molly sure in the hell don't know what she wants, so she just ready to just, oh, is this a dumb poo? Let me jump into it. Let's get into this Insecure review. Gentrification City, as Issa is walking through her old neighborhood, she does not remember anything. She's like, where all these places go? Now, I like how we ended last episode. We talked about where there used to be a Church's Chicken or something over there. Girl, they don't even have a Church's Chicken, but a Popeyes. Girl, that's me. That's that Memphis coming out of me, honey. And you know, there was a Popeyes around the corner, but they replaced it probably with some white-owned store where Popeyes is white-owned, and they be trying to make it seem like it's black-owned, girl. Ooh, I can't wait to talk about that, because I'm so tired of seeing that woman looking like Heather Hadley walking up to my something. My country fried chicken, my $5 box. Popeyes is owned by a white corporation, girl. If y'all don't stop it, but I might give me a $5 box today since I ain't got nothing but 2 cents in my account. But this is not about me. This is about Insecure. My bank account is insecure right now. Lawrence and a partner, whatever she want to call, a porno, whatever her name is. I don't want to drag her name because it might be some culture cute stuff, whatever. But a partner, I ain't feeling her. I like her as a person, but I don't like her for Lawrence, and I don't see how she's able to jump into this mess with Lawrence so quick. Like, she's just ready to do this. And come to find out, Aparna's ex-boyfriend works at her job. So that lets me know that she has a history of dating people at her job. That is always the worst decision to do it. You can do it, you can have one thing, but somebody has got to quit. That's like moving in with somebody, like as soon as you get to know them, as soon as you lay in the bed with them. That's just not safe, and it's not financially sound. Like, girl, you don't do it. Honey, you just don't do it. Lawrence is letting that fuckboy come out of him. Homegirl Tasha already told him, use a fuckboy who thinks he's a good dude. And we can see that because Lawrence's ego has been damaged. I've told you all several times, men egos are very fragile. They cannot take that. They cannot take as much emotional stuff as women can. They just can't. Like, we call, like, you know, people call women emotional, but women are able to handle their emotions. Men can't. They just can't compute. They can't compute. And Lawrence cannot deal with the fact that a partner is texting somebody and he automatically thinks, he's thinking that our partner is texting her ex at her job. He's like, you know, you laughing a little too hard, like, what's going on? And she said, like, I'm laughing at my, you know, my niece because she got a waffle hat or something on her head, and it's funny, like, what's going on? So they have a little spat, and she says, look, I've been here before, pull the car over. Oh, that is me. I have literally told a dude, if you don't pull this car over, let me out. I'm ready to go home. That is one of the reasons why I love my friend. She says, look, anytime you go somewhere, you drive your own car so you can leave whenever you want to, honey. I should have never rode in the car with that boy. I should not. And I still need to do that video about instinct. I'm going to do that quickly as possible if I still have lights, because I'm fighting two people right now. I'm fighting the light bill company because they want to take $90 out of my account, but there ain't number 2 cents in there. And I'm fighting Hurricane Irma. She around here swirling around and she don't know what she want to do. She don't know if she want to be a cat 2, cat 3, cat 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We doing a countdown, okay? Countdown to Janet Jackson whispering, like, what is the tea? What is the tea? Like, she a tropical storm now, but she right here blowing these trees and stuff around Atlanta. Atlanta folks can't do anything, honey, but go to the club and make chicken wings. So, girl, we just in a mess right here. They just shut down the whole city for like 2 days. So, but that's nonetheless. Let's talk about our partner. I like our partner, but I just don't like her. Like I said, with Lawrence, I just don't think she's a good fit, and I think she's just not that girl. She's just not that girl. She got out the car and she left, and Lawrence is mad. He was angry. She said, I've been here before. I ain't gonna do it. Molly is interviewing with the black law firm. She is very happy. You can tell that's way she's talking. She's just able to smoothly transition and tell them like how she feels about this and that, and they like her. They feeling it. I can't remember if the law firm is in LA or if it's in Chicago or something, but I'm loving it. I'm loving that it's a black law firm and they seem to be interested in her. Like, Molly like she said, girl, these folks ain't paying me no attention. They said they're gonna look at my stuff next year. That's not even guaranteed they're gonna bump me up in pay, but they're gonna look at it. So she said she gotta do what she got to do. So Molly, look at Molly doing her stuff, interviewing with people. Now I did like how y'all did this episode of Insecure, how you all had, you know, the 30 days with such and such, 30 days with Lawrence, 30 days with Molly, 30 days with Issa. I liked it. Like, it gave us a perspective of like, we all in the same world, but looking at it through somebody else's eyes is different. I loved it. Oh, the cinematography, everything, direction, everything that y'all doing over here at Insecure, y'all are making it work. Well, I just read an article that was talking about how, you know, you have to use different type of lighting for black people and people of color. Like, it's so important. Like, lighting is important. What did Beyonce tell us? You can't put blue lights on black girls. It makes so much sense. So Insecure is everything. I'm going to miss it. This was a season finale, and I'm just like shook in my boots. I ain't got no boots on right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Molly goes out with Quentin, they're talking, and she sees Lawrence there, and you know, Quentin says, you know, what's going on, everything okay? She said, you know, yeah, and I just seen somebody know, and you know, Quentin uses the opportunity to flirt. He said, you know, I'm not surprised that, you know, people are looking at you like you're a beautiful woman, like I'm serious. Like, Quentin was putting that Mac shit on Molly, and I loved it. When they got to that apartment or condo, wherever they were, and they were studying and doing whatever for whatever girl, how Molly just said, you know what, I'm finna have sex with him. Like, I'm about to do something with him. And I can't remember if it was before she saw the big-breasted therapist or if it was after it, but she talked to the big-breasted therapist and she said, you know, why don't you find him attractive? Why don't you not interested in him? She said, you know, I don't think that's who I should be with. And she said, girl, you go using should, you know. And Molly ended up having sex with Quentin. Let me tell y'all something. As a thick guy, that did everything for me. That made me feel some type of way, because I'm like, there has never, for me, has been an intimate moment with a guy that is thicker, who is not, who's not, what we consider to be in shape and all that. We don't see that a lot. Like, the thick boy, the thick woman is, the butt of the fat jokes and this and that, and they're not supposed to be attractive. They're not sexy, they're appealing, and they're just a person who provides the jokes and the stuff, and like they're just loud. Like, but Insecure did not do that, and they did us a service when y'all did that. Like, I have got to shout y'all out so much, because that made me feel good, and it makes all the other guys feel good. Like, this was shade to everybody, to the web series, to all these other people who are creating content. Like, y'all have got to make this stuff diverse. You can't have these carbon copy people in every show. You cannot do it. We're tired. Like, we come in different sizes, colors, everything. So you need to be more inclusive of people who don't look like everything that we're seeing. Like, I'm tired of that. And to see that just made me like tear up. Like, I was just like, that made me feel good. Because we're not seen all the time. Like, we always say, well, we can't have this thick person, or we can't have it because they show somebody not being healthy. But meanwhile, you got this person that's doing all types of drugs and not even drinking water, and have to spray the bathroom down after they get you taking a piss. Like, y'all want to talk about healthy, no girl, just say what it is. But that's a whole conversation. I ain't gonna talk about that. I'd rather save it for the Further Culture podcast. The law firm offers Molly a sticker. They say, here, girl, you black and you proud. Let me give you a golden sticker, a golden rose growing strong. That's what they gave Molly. And Molly like, girl, what is this? They told her, like, this is what you need, sis. We ain't interested in bumping you up or bumping your pay up, but we will tell you that you'll be on the full website, for a long periodically time, and you'll be sitting there, and girl, look at you doing a thing. And Molly's just not interested in it. So she tells Issa and Kelly, like, girl, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to feel about this, because I'm like, I don't mind being the black folks, but I've been putting up so much work in, the white law firm, so I don't know what to do. So Kelly like, girl, black folks want to be in your business. They do want to be in your business, but with white people, you have to fit in. You have to make them feel comfortable. I thought that was very important. Like, you have to make them feel comfortable, and you don't have to do that with your black folks. You don't. They're gonna be in your business though, but you just shut that down. Consider how much work Molly has done for the firm. They're still not able to provide her anything. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I did catch. Pay attention to how society has made us view white people. Look how those three men looked like big wigs. They're like some folks. They put on some suits and everything, and they were able to portray as a men that are law firm. Like, we own our own law firm. And these folks probably just regular day actors and stuff, but they look like it. Wow. Makes you think, doesn't it? Kelly can't finish her run. Let me tell you, I love the Game of Thrones shade. I love the Game of Thrones quotes and stuff y'all be putting there. I love it so much. When Kelly said that she was having a red wedding moment. Remind them who's such and such at the red wedding. Come on, Walter Frey. I still didn't do my Game of Thrones review. I'm gonna do it for y'all. I got somehow. I'm gonna get into it. My one Caucasian follower said, look, Justin, I'm a Caucasian woman and I need my Game of Thrones fix. I need it. I'm gonna get it for y'all. Come to find out, Tiffany is pregnant. Derek must be done sleeping with men and he's sleeping with Tiffany full time. I wanted Derek to be caught up. I wanted some gay, messy mess drama. I wanted Derek to be doing something with Issa's brother. I wanted that, but they didn't want to, maybe for good reasons, but I do, and I feel like everybody feels like that Derek is bisexual. Child, I think they even clowned him in my top tweets on Insecure this episode. Make sure y'all check that out, honey. They are hilarious. Always fun to find the funniest tweets from Twitter and people using memes and stuff talking about the episode. Child, they were dragging Dro for good reasons because I ain't no fan of him. Issa is on her broken homeless tour and it just seems like everything is just coming to crashing down, and I can relate because I have been there before. The broken homeless tour last year almost ended my career. Well, people thought it was gonna end my career, but the broken homeless tour, Issa is on it. Issa is on the broken homeless tour, she's selling stuff, she's doing this, trying to get out. The rent has went up. She reached out to Lauren. She said, look, I got this couch. You need to come get the couch. You need to come get the couch because, I just want to end this. I want to move on. And I just want to give it to you because, such and such. The Beluga Whale was trying to buy it. So in all this process, Issa is even in the process about to lose her job. Homegirl said, what's going on? It's good that you're using this on the weekend to help the students. Issa said, well, I just did this because I want to, have engagement and stuff for the Latino community. She said, girl, you doing a segregated meetups? She said, oh girl, this is a lawsuit. And Issa said, well, it was a problem with the vice principal. He just wasn't working with us. She said, girl, I didn't see it in the notes. Girl, let me tell you something. Sometimes it's important to be that by the book individual when it comes to certain things because you don't want to be doing something and then your head be on a chopping block because you didn't put something down. She didn't provide any notes. She didn't talk about the situation or what was going on. So now she don't have anything to go on. Now We Got Y'all might be sued. And they ain't gonna have Issa and she won't be on payroll. So girl, Kelly already dragging you and said, girl, you can't afford this. When Kelly went off and said, you can't afford this. Sometimes we need to have a conversation with our friends about what they can do and what they can't do. It's very important. My friends drag me all the time girl, you try and do this, but that might not be in your budget. And everybody has a budget. Some people's budgets are smaller than others. Some people's budgets might be bigger than others. But we all have a budget. Even billionaires have a budget. They can't go out and spend $1 billion a day. We all have a budget, so it's nothing wrong with being on a budget. But Frida got promoted in the process and Issa wants to take her out. And I hollered when Issa said, I'm gonna take you out for a drink. And Frida was like, where we going? We going now? And Frida said, girl, are we going to Iwood? Girl, it's Inglewood all day. And Inglewood is a cute little place. It's a cute area. Issa gets dropped off by her brother. Her brother is driving a BMW, okay? I need to know what her brother doing. Issa's supposed to be moving in with her brother and he dropping off. He said, girl, turn them keys in. She said, okay, I'm going up there. I'm doing my stuff. So she comes in and Lawrence is in there and he just looking. He just asking her, what happened to everything being burnt up? And she said, girl, I just had a moment. I was just, having a problem. And I just tore everything up. So, Lawrence was like, okay. So they kind of have a conversation and you can tell with them talking, it was better than the last time they had a conversation because it was like, let's be grown adults and talk about this. You come to get the couch and let's just end this. Did they even get the couch? Did Lawrence even get the couch? I don't even know. So Issa sits down on the kitchen table and she talks to Lawrence. She says, what's going on? What is this? We need to be talking about what everything happens. And they kind of, say, look, I love you. I cared about you. I did some messed up stuff. So we both adults, we can admit to our wrongdoings. But, it's time for us to move on. I thought that was very important. A lot of people on Twitter actually shocked me and said that closure is not needed. They said closure is not needed in all situations. Sometimes the relationship is over with. You break up with the person, that's the closure. I think it's different for everybody. You might not need closure, but some people do need closure because some people are not able to go on. And I think we've already seen that with Issa, what she was doing and what Lawrence was doing. They weren't able to just move on. So them being on a good page and moving on and doing right, I think think it just happens. Now you're able to go on, not saying you're not gonna get the closure in the first 6 months after the relationship or whatever, but closure is needed. I have had closure with one of my exes, girl, I said one of my exes, like I done had a whole bunch of them, but you know, in my last relationship, I had to have closure. Like we stopped talking, it was a bad breakup. Eventually we were able to talk to each other, get cool, and I can see them in another relationship and move on and not feel no type of way. So I did get the closure. It might not have came quick as Issa's did, but it was important that I got it eventually, because I can be a grown adult, like it's important. But them talking, them working it out was beautiful. When Lawrence was about to leave, Lawrence got on his knee and he asked Issa, he said, girl, can you marry me? She had a little flash thing and she was just married to Lawrence. Then she had a baby, all in this little ass apartment. That's too much. In this gentrified apartment, like she was able to build like a whole family. Like, girl, that shit was not realistic, but it was funny. It just goes to show you that life is not what you think it's going to be all the time. Things are going to change, but it's going to be perfect for you. Life is not perfect, but it's going to be perfect for you. And I think that was something that I took from it. Like, you know, especially with the big breast, the therapist told her, like, you know, you think you deserve this, but that might not be for you. Like, what did Lauryn Hill say? What you want might make you cry. What you need might pass you by. If something, y'all know I like Lauryn Hill. I'm late. She late. It's what it is. Y'all know Issa ain't getting married to Lawrence. Like, I want Lawrence gone. I was like, okay, Lawrence, shout to everybody. I have fun with Lawrence, but I think he needs to move on, and I think it needs to be Issa, like, full time. I like Lawrence as an actor, but I'm done with Lawrence and his character. Like, I don't want to hear anything else about him. I was almost died the first 5 minutes of watching the show and watching Lawrence making all these dumbass decisions. Molly is getting her, she putting her outfits on and she putting her fishnet stockings on, only to be trying to bump and grind with Groot from Space Jam. I don't think that's his name, but I'm thinking about another show, another movie. But Dro, she's about to give Dro some snatch. For what? Dro ain't shit, but she wants to give him some snatch, and he on him snatching her ass ball. Molly, your wigs are too magnificent for you to be trying to give Dro some snatch. But it depends. If Molly truly wants to just mess around with him, she can do that. But we all know Molly don't know what the hell she wants, so she should not be talking to Dro. She need to be with Quentin. And a lot of folks were saying, well, she might not want Quentin. She just said to the big-breasted therapist that she felt like Quentin was attractive. Y'all ain't gonna drag Quentin. Y'all be real quick to drag the folks with some extra meat, but y'all grandmama sitting here about to burn her arm on the stove from sitting here eating all the hog maws, so you ain't gonna do it today. I like Quentin. I think Quentin is good for Molly, and it just goes to show you how what everybody thinks, you know, might be keeping you from what you truly, truly need. Come on, Lauryn Hill. What you want might make you cry, and it's making Molly cry, and she crying to her mama because she dumb as hell. You know, I'm Swift and Professionally. Issa, you had the audacity to take your ass and lift your ass in a car to go over Daniel's house. Girl, that man just shot you in the eye with a water gun and a cum gun, and you ready to just lay up on his couch. Girl, you crazy. You know, they set nothing up for season 3, but I like this better than season 1. Season finale, this was good. I enjoyed it. Me and Adrian will be reviewing it in full detail the next episode of For the Culture Podcast, which will drop tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. I love y'all. This season finale was everything to me. I liked it. You know, some people thought that it wasn't that cute, but I think we don't need a cliffhanger for every season. Like, that's not how it works. Like, I think we've been so conditioned to think that this is how it's supposed to be, but that's not always what it's gonna be. So it was not. So girl, y'all be thinking y'all gonna get Scandal, and ain't nobody even watching Scandal like that no more. But I love y'all. Tell me what y'all thought about this episode of Insecure. What did y'all think about Dro snatching up Molly's wig? What y'all think about Issa trying to lay up with Daniel again after she just got shot in her eye? Dumbass decision. Tell me what y'all thought about this episode. We'll talk about it. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later tonight. Bye.